Hey everyone, I have just logged in a little bit early so that I can check on any technical glitches. Okay, so we'll start the session sharp 5:30. So now I'm just logging in little early. So it's 5:20 here. So actually we are going live on YouTube as well as we have webinar link as well. So we are streaming on two places. Okay. So in webinar, I can see people are joining in. They are starting with the comments. Yeah. So, hey everyone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you guys in the chat hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if the audio and video are perfectly clear. You can take a sip of water. We are officially starting the main tax topic at sharp 5:30 p.m. But I always like to log on a little early as 5:15 just to handle the technical checks. Plus it gives us a chance to just chat and catch up before we dive into the heavy numbers. I'm broadcasting from Bengaluru right now, and I have to tell you, I'm in an absolute rush to wrap things up at 6:30 today because I'm heading out for a massive family get together. And the best part, I don't even have to worry about cooking or dinner tonight. So, which is a huge win, right? So, while we wait for everyone to log in, let's play a game in the chat to get to know each other. Drop these three things in the comments right now: your name, your side hustle or the business, and your absolute favorite influencer or YouTuber. Let's tag those creators and make them aware of these tax filing rules. You would be surprised how many massive influencers and even local business owners have no idea how their taxes work. And also, before start of the session, I want to remind you, you or any of the creators you tag need help this season, just remember I'm currently checking on the clients for income tax return filing services right here at Neethuonstage, and we handle everything from start to finish. So you do not have to stress. Yeah, so I can see a few of the comments are popping up. Yes. In the chat, I can see Rahul runs an electronic shop. Okay, good. Priya is a freelance designer. So somebody are tagging few of the tech channels. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Awesome to see so many different hustles here in the webinar, even in the YouTube chats. So it's 5:23. We have 7 more minutes. So it's just 5 more minutes. So before start of the session, grab your tea, grab a notebook. We start the official breakdown in about next 5 minutes. Grab a notebook, okay? That's going to help you and it's definitely going to save you some money. Hey people who have already joined, thank you so much for joining the live. We will kick starting it in next 5 minutes. Just we are waiting the clock to tickle 5:30. So I'm just setting things up. It's just 4 minutes away to start our live. Just 3 more minutes to kickstart with our main topic for the day for this live. Do inform about this live to your friends, relatives who are doing this earning salary plus some side hustles, maybe your favorite influencers. Just 2 more minutes to go. When the clock tickles 5:30, we are going to start our live with today's topic. Just 2 more minutes to go. Just 1 more minute. We are just waiting for 1 more minute to kickstart the day's live. All right, it's 5:30 p.m. Let's officially kick this off. Welcome back to Neethuonstage. I'm a professional finance educator, and today we are tackling something that stresses everyone out. Tax rules for small business, freelancers, shop owners, and yes, the content creators as well. Here is our roadmap for next 45 minutes. First, the big deadline relief. Second, decoding the confusing ITR forms. And third, the ultimate presumptive tax shortcuts for financial year 25-26. And finally, the massive mistakes that trigger automatic tax notices. Let's start with some genuinely good news. Right now, the whole internet is panicking about the July 31st tax deadline. If you only have a standard salary, yes, your deadline is July 31st. But if you earn income from a business, a freelance gig, a shop, or a YouTube, and your turnover does not require a formal audit, your deadline is actually August 31st, 2026. Take a deep breath. You have an entire extra month to get your spreadsheets in order. I see a few more people are joining in the webinar. Quick shout out to Neha in the chat who runs a bakery and her favorite creator is mostly same. Welcome, Neha. So, just a quick recap, just to summarize if you run a business or freelance hustle and do not need an audit, circle August 31st on your calendar. You bought yourself an extra month. And by the way, if you do not want to spend that extra month stressing over numbers, just reach out to me. I offer the income tax return filing service through Neethuonstage, so my team can do heavy lifting while you focus on your business. So let's move to the segment 2. So let's talk about the forms. When you log into income tax portal, the government asks you to pick a form. Pick the wrong one, you get a notice. So if you're a small business owner, a consultant or an influencer or an RJ doing freelancing, you are usually looking at two choices: ITR 3 or ITR 4. Let's look at ITR 3. So this is the heavy duty form. If you want to claim exact specific expenses like the rent for your boutique, the camera you bought for your vlogs, or the internet bills for your freelance design work, you use ITR 3. It requires a proper balance sheet. In the sense, you need to keep a proper books of accounts. Then there is the ITR 4. The government calls this form Sugam, which means very easy. This is the fast lane. It's for people who say, look, I do not want to show the government every single rupees 50 receipt from my client coffee meetings. But remember, there is a strict rule. If you see ITR 4, you must declare your exact bank balance as of March 31st. Let's pose for a fun question for the chat. If you had to guess your favorite influencer's income for this year, what do you think it is? Drop a number in the chat. Let's see who is earning the big bucks while we talk about the taxes. So let's do a quick recap too. To sum it up, ITR 3 is for claiming every single specific expenses with bills, and ITR 4 is the easy fast lane where we skip the math as long as we declare our March 31st bank balance. If figuring out which form applies to your specific business gives you a headache, connect with me for Neethuonstage income tax return filing services, and we will pick the perfect form to legally maximize your savings. So, I'm just going through the comments. All right. So, next, be ready with your notebook. Grab your notebooks. This is the most important part of the stream. Let's talk about the presumptive taxation scheme. This is a magic legal shortcut where government presumes or guesses your profit, so you do not have to keep thousands of paper bills. Let's look at the exact limit for this current financial year 25-26. We are going to split this into two buckets, professionals and business. If you are a professional like a freelance web designer, an educator, or a consultant or an influencer, you fall under 44 ADA for financial year 25-26. As long as your gross receipts are under 50 lakhs, you can just declare 50% of your income as a profit. Understand? So, if you made rupees 20 lakhs this year from consulting, you just pay on rupees 10 lakhs. You just pay tax on rupees 10 lakhs. No bills required, and here is the kicker. If 95% of your payments came digitally via bank transfers or UPI, that limit jumps up to 75 lakhs. So now, what if you run a physical business like an electronic shop, a boutique, or a trading agency? You fall under Section 44 AD. For financial year 25-26, the standard turnover limit is 2 crores. Under this rule, if you take cash, you declare 8% of your turnover as a profit. But if your customers pay you digitally, you only have to declare 6% as a profit. And just like professionals, if 95% of your business is digital, the turnover limit goes up all the way up to 3 crores. Let's check the chat again. Keep dropping your name, your hustle, your favorite creator, and welcome to Vikram, who runs a logistic company. Awesome to have you here, Vikram. So, a quick recap. The cheat sheet for financial year 25-26. Professionals under 44 ADA declare 50% profit up to rupees 50 lakhs or rupees 75 lakhs if everything is digital. And business under 44 AD declares 6% or 8% profit on turnover up to 2 crore. And if it's fully digital, it can go up to 3 crore. Say goodbye to the shoe boxes full of receipts. If you want a professional to map this strategy perfectly for your business model, message me. I handle this daily through my Neethuonstage income tax return filing services. Now, I need to warn you about the things that will 100% get a business owner or a creator a tax notice this year. Mistake number one, thinking free gifts are not taxable. This applies heavily to the creators and influencers we talked about earlier, but also to the business doing B2B promotions. Let's say a tech brand sends an influencer a brand new laptop worth rupees 1 lakh to review and they keep it. That's a barter deal. Under section 194R, the brand is actually going to deduct 10% TDS on that laptop and report it to the government. The tax department knows they got it. You must declare that value of it as your income. And if you think tax department is not aware of all these things, then definitely you will be greeted by the income tax notice. And what's mistake number two? Ignoring your AIS. The AIS is the annual information statement. It's basically the government's report card on you. It knows about your bank interest, your mutual fund sales, the exactly which clients paid you. If the number you type in your tax returns do not perfectly match the government's AIS document, the computer system flags you automatically. And by the way, if you see your favorite influencer doing a massive international trip in the vlogs, just know that their foreign travel expenses are absolutely showing up on their AIS statement. So, let's do a quick recap. Okay? So, summary time. Barter deals and free gadgets are taxable income, and your AIS report card knows everything. So, make sure your return matches it perfectly. If you're looking at your AIS makes you want to pull your hair out, book an appointment for my Neethuonstage income tax return filing service, and my team will reconcile your AIS so you're 100% safe from notices. And so here we are almost entering our final segment of the stream. I'm going to spend the next hours interacting with the chat, looking at your comments, and answering your specific tax questions before I have to run. I don't see much questions. So Rohan asked, "Can I use presumptive tax if I run a bakery?" Yes, Rohan. Yes, Rohan. Bakeries fall under 4480 for business. And here is Priya. Priya is asking, does the 50 percentage rule apply to freelance writers? Yes, Priya. 44 ADA covers the freelance professionals as well. So you all can make use of these sessions. You don't want to maintain that books of accounts, or you don't want to worry how I will figure out my income, expense, those receipts and all. So we covered so much today, and we talked about having until August 31st picking the right ITR form, using presumptive taxation for both shops and freelancers, and why you have to declare those free gift. So logging to the income tax portal can look incredibly intimidating. The buttons are confusing and you are terrified of making a mistake. You do not have to do it alone. As I have mentioned throughout the stream, I am actively taking on the clients for income tax return filing services right here at the Neethuonstage. And where you are a small business owner, a freelancer, a YouTuber, or just have a complex salary structure, my team and I will handle your filings and give you absolute peace of mind. You can find the contact link pinned in the live chat and in the description box below. You can connect us through WhatsApp or email. Okay, so I will just ping that those details here. And thank you everyone who shared their business and favorite creators in the chat today. in YouTube as well as the webinars. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my upcoming screen recording tutorial where I show you exactly how to navigate the tax portal. Have a fantastic week. Get those taxes sorted, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.